Okay, so I find that whenever I start writing something, I always fall back on this sort of, I guess it's a trope maybe, where you have a character who is completely misunderstood, is treated like shit, and just kind of grins and bears it. And then there's a moment where all the characters around that character, they all find out like what's actually going on, and there's this moment of I don't know, like they apologize and there's an acknowledgement, and I get really aggravated at it because it just seems to be the thing I fall back on. Like you get a character and you make him suffer as much as possible, and then how do you get away from that? Because I hate victimizing and emotional emotion. Is it emotional blackmail? It's like you have this character that's treated so badly, and they're facing such horrible circumstances that the characters around that character have really no choice but to either support or or put them in kind of a safe box that you can't treat this character bad anymore. They've gotten their get out of jail free card, and they're exempt from harsh judgment or whatever. It comes from, it's a form of deifying or sanctifying victims. And it's interesting. That's a big thing that's bothering me about modern fiction lately, that we kind of sanctify victims, and then that becomes something I do. So I guess the point of this video is kind of asking for some advice on how to create a character that isn't like that. Eesh. That's really, I know that's broad, but just how about some ideas on some really good character arcs or character traits or something. I need some tips, Need to create some healthier characters, because emotionally damaged characters are not very interesting, I find. A one-dimensional victim is not it's not a good character. You can't really get anywhere with something like that. When you're just defined by the bad things that happen, can't really, and then you get anchored by it, you can't really go anywhere from that. So, I mean, yeah, just, I need some tips, yo. Okay.